friends, it's day 30 of the Camino. I don't know how well you can see the clouds hanging on the mountains this morning. It's pretty beautiful. Um, the scenery, I guess the sun is coming up over there. um, I kind of tried to leave with a little cliffhanger yesterday. Would I make it up to Osobrero and then over to Fonfria where my albergue was? And I wasn't really worried about that, to be honest. Today is kind of the day that I'm worried about because I have to go down, and that's what's been difficult. Um, my ankle and shin feel pretty amazing this morning. I'm a little bit scared about how well they feel. Um, I did ship my backpack. The company charged me an extra €6, which I didn't really appreciate, but there's no point in quibbling over a little bit of money if it's gonna make me healthier and happier. So last night, so I'm in Galicia, which is a different province or a different region, I think, in Spain. So this would be the final region, or final region for the Camino. And you can see the landscape's a little bit different. It's a little more lush. It rains a lot. That's why it was raining yesterday. And the place I stayed at cooked us a big Galician meal. I sat with a college student from Texas, a physicist from Greece, although he's working in Berlin. He's got a PhD in physics, and then a college student from Japan. So it was pretty nice. Lots of local food. They played a lot of Galician music. This is pretty nice. So got a very nice text from my friend Dan when I woke up, with a nice photo from some of my coworkers. That was very much put me in a good mood. It was nice to see them. My friend Nick is a little behind me, and so is Denise. Hopefully they'll catch up. I think that maybe they're going the longer route. I'm taking a shorter route today to try to get to Sarria. And if I can make it there, it pretty much means I'll finish. If I include today, then maybe it's 6 days until I get to Santiago. I'm feeling good enough that I'm actually thinking that maybe I will walk to Finisterre, the end of the world. We'll see. Dale asked me a bunch of questions. Does it change my thinking? Up until now, a lot of my days have been spent thinking about where my next step will be. Literally. I mean, Diane and I were talking about that, when you're worried about the pain and my damaging myself further. But I think it just gives you time and perspective. You meet lots of people, hear different stories. So, it's really nice that way. So I don't know that it's changed my perspective on anything other than it just gives you time to think about it. I also don't think I was coming out here with I need to answer the questions of life kind of questions. I was just coming out here more for an adventure, to meet people, to have fun, to enjoy myself, to walk. So, I don't know that I had those big life questions like some other people do when they come to do the Camino. So that's kind of the update for today. Don't really know what else to talk about. I'm going to get to walking. Got 27 kilometers, which is, if you told me 3 weeks ago, I'm like, that's nothing. Nick and I did over 30 kilometers in the 100-degree weather one day, but kind of with the condition of my ankle and shin, it does become a question. So, but anyway, beautiful morning, beautiful day. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. One thing that I think is interesting or neat about the Camino is I just left this, I would call it a hippie place, but spiritual place. So the Camino de Santiago, the way of St. James, is really Catholic. But you find a couple of these places like this. This is the Wisdom of the Way, is their podcast and stuff. But the Wisdom of the Way, where they, have a much more spiritual outlook on the Camino. And of course, they put out free food and place to sit and hang out for a while, just like the place where the dog was playing soccer that Jesus and I stopped back about a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago. I don't spend a ton of time there, but it's nice to kind of stop. They have a lot of sayings all over the place, and looked like they offered some retreats. I didn't take a video there because there was the guy who runs it looked like he was having a pretty deep conversation with somebody there was in Spanish, so I have no idea what they were saying, but it looked pretty personal, and I was trying not to intrude, but while kind of enjoy the space for a few minutes. I'll throw out some photos. I also ran into 4 people from the United Kingdom, one from Wales and the others from England. One is a British vicar. And they were just getting to the wisdom of the way when I left. I'd kind of love to hear what their thoughts on it are, but and I'll put up a photo of them. Anyway, have a great day. So this is the Guardia Civil guiding a group of peregrinos along the Camino. So community-oriented policing. Pretty neat. Bye. Just to quickly explain the reason the Guardia Civil is involved, this is a group of disabled that are doing the Camino. Anyway, they stayed at my albergue last night, but so they were guiding them for a part where they were on the road, so you had several police officers, Guardia Civil, helping out. And of course everybody wants to stop and look at the animals.